Up in high country, we're living on mountain time. Here in high country, in the shadow of the ponderosa pine. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, now it's really raining hard. Sorry, we were juggling buttons here.
Yeah. That was weird. I didn't hear anything.
It didn't play for a minute.
It didn't?
No.
What was that all about?
I don't know.
Some kind of strange little aberration. Mm-hmm. But it's okay now.
Everything's fine. Whoops, I just had a weird shiver.
Woo. Yeah, that bluegrass just picked me up. Hey, picked me right up.
Should I actually yawn first? When I think about it, I think to myself, I hate bluegrass, but then when I hear it, I like it.
Why would you say I hate bluegrass to begin with?
I don't know. I don't know why.
You're a clogger. How can you hate bluegrass? What's the deal with that?
We don't clog
Makes
to a ton of bluegrass.
No sense. Yes, you do.
No, we clog to either
old time
fiddle stuff. We clog to, I guess there's a hint of bluegrass in there.
Bluegrass is too fast to clog to.
No, not for me.
Really? Then you should like it.
I know.
Okay. There's still time for you to like it.
No, that's what I'm saying to you. I'm saying to you, when I hear it, I kind of do like it. But when I just picture the idea of people without teeth and banjos and stuff, I just say, I don't like that.
But there's all these young bands.
I know.
They're just totally,
now it's a hipster thing.
No, it's been a hipster thing for a long time, like for decades.
Okay. Yeah.
What were you doing?
You know, I don't know.
I don't know what you were doing.
It's really raining, Kristina.
It's okay. It's all right.
I'm starting to get a little depressed by this rain. I need to have some vitamin D.
Yeah.
Touch my body.
I do too. I need to make money outside.
And that too.
Yeah, it was a little slim this week, but I got in a couple, 3 days.
We have a wedding coming up at our venue in 3 weeks, and it's disgusting. I'm
What's disgusting?
In a panic. Our entire property, because I've not been able to get out. I haven't been able to start in on the lawns or the gardens, or the barn has not been cleaned yet. We have an entire project. Someone's building another floor area in our barn that we haven't been able to do that yet.
I have photos of what your barn used to look like. Like, I have photos.
Oh, you have a whole video.
Yeah, when it was all filled up with John's National Geographics and all kinds of other stuff. Yeah,
it's pretty much like that right now.
Right now? I was wondering.
So it's like that's what he will do in the 6 months that weddings aren't in it.
Maybe we should do a video before you clean it up.
God.
Because it's such a cool barn.
It's worse right now because the last event for the season was that haunted trail. And then it snowed, and everything got left in there. So there are body bags and witches and skeletons and fake blood splattered everywhere.
I think we should look at everything and talk about it.
It's really bad.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay.
That's something we could do. Great. Just for fun.
Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah, if you'd like to have some fun.
It gives me major anxiety to even walk in there. So I'm like, oh my God, there has to be a bride in a beautiful white dress in here in a couple weeks, and this is like a hellhole.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Yeah. Can't wait.
What's your hat say?
I don't remember.
Vermont State Parks.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember.
I like that. Where'd you get that? I'd like one of those.
At Vermont State Park. Groton. Lake Groton.
I'm going to get one.
Boulder Beach.
It's kind of stylish and kind of dorky at the same time, which is that cuts the perfect style for me.
I just was trying to keep the raindrops out of my eyeballs. Mm-hmm. I grabbed one of the many stylish yet dorky headwear options.
I have the Citizen Cider trucker's cap that's
very similar because it has mesh, right? Doesn't your Citizen Cider
a little bit, possibly? Yeah.
We forgot to introduce the show. But Courtney introduced us before we even got on, so if you people were paying attention.
Yeah, if you miss it, you miss it.
You snooze.
It's not our problem. But
fine. You guys have tuned into 11th Hour Radio with Kristina Stykos and Emily Howe. We broadcast live from WFVR, Royalton Community Radio, every Friday at 11 a.m.
You had to think about that for a second.
I did. Was
it an AM, a PM issue?
Yeah. My kid asked me that question the other day. He's like, Mom, he was trying to set his alarm. He was like, AM, PM, FM. Look, no, FM's a totally different thing.
You know why it's confusing? It's because 12 p.m. is just really confusing.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it should be 12 a.m. Right.
And then click over.
Do you know which is which?
I think,
just checking.
I think PM is the night one and AM is the day one. No, it's backwards. It's backwards. Sorry.
See?
Yeah. It is confusing.
Yeah, but that's not your fault.
No, it's the fault of whoever made up the clock.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Should I do these sponsors now or later? I'll do it later. Why do now what you can do later? That's
put it off.
That's always been my motto. It's working so well in my life right now.
Yeah, but you seem to be, despite the fact that you're yawning, it seems like you're in a mood for efficiency.
Nope.
Wrong?
You read that one wrong.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Well,
maybe I'll take that key. I'll try to be though. Now that you said that.
Okay.
I definitely wasn't.
Yeah.
But
well, I shot video yesterday.
Ooh.
I was on my way to work, but it kept raining. You know, I thought, well, I'm going to head out to work just in case it stops because I thought it was going to stop. It was like 30% chance of rain. And usually when it says that, it's not going to rain.
Yeah, I know.
But it just kept raining and raining. So I got down here to South Royalton. And so instead of going straight and out to Barnard to my job, I just turned, it would be turning right. And I headed out to Stony Brook Road and Fletcher Brook. And I took a big walk.
In the rain?
With my camera.
Oh, nice.
It was very cool. I'm going to release the video this weekend.
Whoa.
I am so excited for the big video release.
You're going to have to help me. The only video thing that I have is we have photo booth. We don't even have iMovie on our computer anymore. We have photo booth, and Eli desperately wanted to play a song, film it, and have me sing with it, and we couldn't do it.
That.
We couldn't do it. First of all, because we were both bad and terrified of the video, so it made us I immediately forgot words of a song that I've known since I was like 10, and he forgot how to play. And then, despite that, the video and the audio wouldn't sync. Like, it would sync on our computer, but then when we tried to upload it to anything, it would just suddenly jog and not be matched up anymore. I
see. Maybe just because you have slow internet, it might have been okay for other people.
No, because other people said, like,
it wasn't in sync.
It's not in sync. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I know.
I could help you.
Okay, well, we have to be more comfortable in front of a camera first.
Yeah.
Because that was our biggest stumbling block. We both froze, panicked.
Well, bloopers can be fun too.
Yeah, well, I posted a
You did post a
2-second
blooper.
just
so
because.
did Babe's Bar put some bloopers up. They were trying to do a promo for some whiskey. They have specials on whiskey and stuff like that every week.
Yeah.
And it was the funniest thing. He was just trying to say the right adult kind of, he was trying to talk informatively to his audience.
Yeah.
But it just didn't come out right. But that was very, very funny.
Oh, good.
It's almost preferable.
Yeah, I figured that. But
yeah.
All right. Sorry, I interrupted your going for a walk. You're filming and the release of your film.
Oh, whoa. Well, there's not much more to it except, I put it it's up on YouTube now.
Oh,
but if you share stuff from YouTube to Facebook, it gets lost. Like nobody sees it. You get like 3 people look at it. So I think I need to put it upload it to Facebook directly. So that's what I'm going to try to do because I think that more people see it that way.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's got some great nature shots. I like nature. I decided I do like nature.
You decided this?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I decided a long time ago, but I've stuck with it.
Hey, in
I'm
your
sticking
travels,
to it.
have you seen any yellow lilacs anywhere? Because I want to get a one.
What is that, yellow lilac?
I don't know. We had a beautiful creamy yellow lilac for years, but finally the ice and the weather snapped.
White?
Yellow, like it. The little leaves were varied between a bright butter yellow and then fading to like a creamy ivory.
I must just be forgetting.
But I don't think they're very common.
I'm supposed to know stuff like that. I'm a gardener.
I have seen them at Shelburne Museum because they have 400 varieties of lilacs there, and they always have the Lilac Festival, which is a free admittance day. Admittance, is that a word?
Oh, at Chris's house in Newbury?
No, the Shelburne Museum in Shelburne.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening.
That's
Because
okay.
I was trying to think of a plant name. While you were
Oh,
talking, I was trying to think of a plant name, and I couldn't think of
Anyway,
it.
I think I've seen one
And
there.
then you said Lilac
can't-
Festival, and I
I'm
thought
gonna have to
Chris
look online.
and Lederhosen.
Oh, yes. Kristen Lederhosen.
Okay, go
That's
ahead.
not
Sorry,
his last name.
interrupted you.
No, it's good.
Wilder's working at Shelburne Farms, doing carpentry, building a couple
really?
houses with a crew.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he likes it. He likes working out there on the lake.
And
That's
it
a
would
good,
be
good spot.
so peaceful to
Makes
look at.
you know what it does? It makes you
water when
love
you worked.
nature.
Yeah.
If you didn't, this is the time of year that you get to love nature. You
I
get
wish
to
I
fall
lived near
in
water.
love. It's like falling in love again.
I know. I like where we live, but I know that my peace of mind would be much better if I lived near water.
You have
I
a
don't think I'm
pond.
a- It's not the same. I can't see it from like everywhere. I can't hear it. I don't know. It's not the same as
I
the
just
ocean
think
or a
we
lake.
should do a video at your house. I
We
really
can.
do.
We
I think we
can.
should do a stupid video. Like we should go into the chaos that is your life right now.
God, Kristina.
Because I was
That would be so humiliating, though.
It would
I
be
would be
so-
really
I would-
embarrassed
I
if
would-
people
I would-
saw how chaotic my life really is.
I would just film. We could film before and after, like before the wedding, how bad it was, and then after the wedding, how great it
Yeah,
was.
we don't know if it's going to be
It's
great or
gonna-
not. It
it's
better be, or I'm going to be
gonna
like
be-
sued. But I need to like get my my act together here.
Oh, and
It's just nasty out.
You
I
started to tell
I
me,
have no energy of just going out alone in the cold to clean everything.
but you started to tell me something about a sheep.
Oh God! So some other folks that are signing their contract this evening are coming to sign their contract, and we had a
Contract for
weddings.
a wedding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Their wedding's not till next year, but I just, even though they've already decided they're going with us, and we really like them, and I think they like us, and it's fine, they're going to come and actually sign their contract tonight, and we had a sheep pass away yesterday. Just a regular, nothing creepy. It's
Just
fine.
natural causes.
But it's in the barn, and I can't move a dead 200-pound sheep to our boneyard myself.
Right.
And they've got little kids, and they want to come and they want to see all the lambs, and I'm like, oh my god, I cannot bring these
Can
sweet
anybody help
wedding
Emily
family
with this
in
dead sheep issue
to my
today?
barn to see little cute lambs while this dead sheep lays there with its tongue out. I cannot do it. So
Right.
I'm trying to think of alternatives, like maybe they won't want to go outside because it's raining. Okay, that'll be good. Or maybe I can cover the dead sheep with a bunch of bales of hay and just pretend it's a very large
Yeah, I think that's
pile of
the.
hay is
that's-
my only option.
Yeah.
But that's going to take me some time to go and figure out all that,
How to
because the
do
hay
that.
isn't even in the same place as the dead sheep.
Really?
And it's raining.
What about some farm equipment?
what?
Do you could just put something in front of it? I mean, respectfully.
I don't know.
You wanna
I
be
don't
respectful.
know. I don't know. All the
What
farm
else
equipment
is
is
in the
broken,
barn?
so it's not like I can
No,
drive a
what
tractor
else?
over
I've
it
been
right
in.
now.
I've been in the sheep barn. What else is in there? Think about it for a minute. You've got
A
like
dead John Deere tractor,
okay,
and then
it's probably not.
then there's like a U section of fence around the dead John Deere tractor, and the sheep are all back there. They usually have the whole barn,
But
they can't
upstairs,
right now.
don't you have some junk?
Oh yeah, I've got junk.
Like what? That you could
I
pull
don't know,
down?
tub trugs. Like, am I going to just cover it with a bunch of buckets? It's really big. That would be. I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'll just.
You
tarp
just
it or
have so much
something.
stuff. You're always talking about how much stuff you have. I just can't believe you can't hide a dead sheep. With all the
Wow.
stuff you have, you've practically accused John
like-
of being a hoarder.
Totally unobtrusively. I'm not sure how to do this.
Okay,
it's-
I think hay bales is good.
That's
It looks natural
The most
in a
natural
barn.
thing I can think of right
They
now.
wouldn't think twice seeing a hay bale, but if you
Well,
put
now
like,
I've said it,
like
so if they're listening to this show, they're going to be like, "Oh, there's
Okay,
a dead sheep
but
under that pile of
I'm
hay."
thinking, like, if you put a bunch of books, because I know John has a lot of books, that probably would look out of place in
Yep.
the sheep pen.
Probably.
So that's not a good plan.
Okay, all right. Yep.
This is
This is my life. This is the most
your life.
ridiculous.
This is
This
what
is the
you
things
got.
that I have to
This is what
do
she's
and
got,
think about
folks.
every day.
This is what she's got.
Just the normal, average, everyday person doesn't have to deal with this malarkey.
But it's so cool because it's uphill from here. I mean, downhill. Wait a minute. What's better, uphill or downhill? I can't remember.
do you
I mean, it only
mean?
can get
Neither
better.
is better.
What I'm trying to say is it's better.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
you're
hypothologizing.
metaphorically is how you're speaking.
Yes, metaphysically. I'm feeling very metaphysical today, as usual, because I love nature so much, thanks to spring.
This is not spring.
This is spring.
No,
this is
deluge of cold wetness.
No, just get real. This is part of it. This is a big, 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 big part of it because those
I'm
plants.
I'm tired of this part of it.
I'm actually happy. I did so much fertilizing.
To cut my depression.
I fertilized so many plants this week and composted them, and now this nice rain is coming down, this gentle rain, and it's like all that good stuff is soaking down into the ground. I feel fantastic. The plants are going to be so happy next week, or possibly next week. You said it was going to keep raining.
Well,
so
if I had
know.
actually planted any plants in all my wedding garden areas, then I would be happy. But since I didn't, it's all just being wasted now on yours.
Look, if you have a creative project that's associated with your cleanup, such as us doing a video, it's going to turn into a really fun thing to go from disaster to paradise. I'm
having my doubts right
in
now.
3 weeks from disaster to the pinnacle of like house and garden.
No, I'm probably not. I did repaint my bathroom. That looks nice. But I haven't made my sister help me.
Do people go in there?
Yeah, because bridal parties get to have our first floor of our house to get ready in.
So that's good.
Well, the rest of the house
what
is
color?
a mess.
Like peach?
Just white. No,
peach?
just white.
You could have gone with something like that color of your sweater.
That's
tangerine. Fluorescent tangerine.
Neon orange.
Yeah.
Well.
And look at your shoes. Those are multicultural.
These are my Zumba shoes that I got in the children's section because they were cheaper.
I gotta take a picture of those.
And I really like...
Where's my phone?
I don't know. I really like New Balance sneakers, but the adult-sized ones are quite expensive, and these are the only children ones I could find that didn't have like a cartoon character on them.
Yeah. And of course, my boots are kids' boots.
Yeah.
I think it's great we can wear kids' clothing.
It's very helpful in the grand scheme
I
of
wear
things.
a combination of kids' clothing and men's clothing.
Well,
I think that whole middle area of women's clothing just doesn't interest me whatsoever.
Well,
I know you're a little different. You've got a little more pizzazz in your clothing, your spiritual clothing closet. I just passed through that phase, that chapter, and I've moved on to something way more eccentric. So, okay, it's just about time for a song, but I was going to tell you a joke, but I think I'll wait.
All right.
It's a little bit longer than a minute.
Okay, then let's play the song and you tell me the joke after. What are you playing? Are you playing that song that started before that we shut off?
Yeah, so that was a teaser, and now we're going to hear the whole song. Yeah, I meant to do it. I made you look. I did.
Okay.
You have to act in life like everything, all your mistakes were just part of the modus operandi.
Grand scheme.
Yeah. Because it really, if you take the spiritual view, that's true. It's actually true. So just go, gracefully go with your deficiencies. All right. So this is Nolan McKelvey. I got to cue it back up to start. And it's called... What's it called? It's called High Country. Let's, come on, iPad. Here we go.
Up in high country, we're living on mountain time. Here in high country, in the shadow of the ponderosa pine. 1, 2, 3. First arrived up in high country, the air was thin and cold. I set my bags down and I heard the sound of that train whistle blow. And I didn't need a salesman's plea, I was already sold. The man who wrote the plan for this little town, well, he must have broke the mold. Up in high country, living on mountain time. Here in high country, sunset alpenglow. To the south, the cold waters of Odo Creek, rushing over our swimming holes. To the east, the majesty of the painted desert, every color of the rainbow. To the west, don't forget the grandest of canyons where the Colorado flows. Up in high country, living on mountain time. Here in high country, in the shadow of the Ponderosa Pines. As the leaves turn green to gold, come tumbling down onto the ground, and getting ready for the snow. In the spring the rain's coming back again, and that old zephyr blows. Sometimes our little monsoon secret, but everybody around here knows. Up in high country, living on mountain time. Here in high country, in the shadow of the Ponderosa Pines. In the shadow of the Ponderosa Pines. In the shadow of the Ponderosa Pines.
All right. Thank you, Nolan.
Nolan.
I bet you don't know how to order a drink at a bar.
Nope.
Do ya?
Well, I don't drink, so I don't.
I know. I would
say
about
something
that.
like I heard in a movie, like, give me something or other on the rocks, right? Does rocks mean ice?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well, that's not even the hard part. The hard part is if you walk into a crowded bar, you don't and you're short, you don't know where to go to get the attention of the bartender.
I'd be like,
it's
give me something pink on the rocks.
Pepto Bismol, perhaps?
No.
Yeah, pink. Not sure
Pink and
about
tingly,
pink.
maybe.
Maybe strawberry colored, but I wouldn't go with pink.
No?
I'm just
red.
I can't quite figure out what.
Yellow?
Well, Campari.
All of it's yellow, right?
You wouldn't like Campari.
What's that? Is that squid?
I hear the
calamari.
Train, I hear the train whistle.
I hear the train, too.
We shouldn't be talking about alcohol because the train's going by.
You better open that door fast. It's about to come by. I think that actually registered on the thing today.
I'm sure it did. It was super loud.
Was.
He was in a yank.
What's I don't want red because aren't Bloody Marys red, and those are made out of like clam and tomatoes, right? Or something.
Really? Does it have clam in it?
I don't know. I just said
I
that.
don't know if I drank ever.
Whatever.
One of
They have
those.
like a
I
piece
might
of celery
have.
sticking out, and that looks disgusting. You know what? I just don't like celery.
Don't say that.
Why is that even a food? It's
Don't
not.
get
It's like
down
a piece
on
of
celery.
wood.
Come on,
Like
celery.
somebody decided we were going to eat a really squishy
Get down on
piece of
somebody
wood.
who deserves it. Don't.
Like beavers.
Celery can be a vehicle for peanut butter, for example. Think
Yes,
about
but,
that.
like, you bite it, and then all these strings get stuck between your teeth.
But you juice it,
and you're usually out in
and you
public when you
cure
bite it.
any disease with celery juice.
Because you wouldn't eat this in your own home, so you're out in public somewhere
you
eating
might not.
celery. And when you're out in public somewhere
No,
eating
no, no.
celery, maybe you don't have some dental floss or anything
Stop
to
for a
get the
minute.
celery string out of your teeth.
I've never had celery except at home.
What?
Celery is a home
Did you not
thing.
go to nursery school? Did you not have ants on a log? Because
I would if
That's
I
like every mother's cop-out when it's their turn to send some snack
Is that
in.
raisins?
It's
Ants
peanut butter and celery
with ants on it.
with raisins on it. I think you could do it with cream cheese too.
I would not, though.
What?
You really have strayed from the initial topic, which was
That's my job.
going to the bar.
Oh, okay.
Because
Go
I
back.
went to a bar and I honestly did not think about you.
I'm so hurt.
No, I was nervous because I had to go on stage. So I always get like really weirdly nervous, even if I am only doing the tiniest thing, which in this case I was doing the very tiniest thing. I was playing 2 mandolin parts with
That's not tiny. I thought you were going to say like you had to shake one of those little eggs with rice in it or something.
Well, that's
I was
hard. Actually, egg parts are really hard.
Dude,
you
I
know
can
how
do the
many
egg
egg parts I have messed up on recordings
No, you
and
haven't.
I have spent countless hours doing egg parts and redoing egg parts and saying no, this
Maybe you should
emphasis
put a
is
handle
wrong.
on your egg so that it's more of a maraca.
That's a maraca. No, that takes away the whole part of it. You can hold a maraca sort of like an egg, but it doesn't go in the reverse.
Huh.
You've seen those photos of me playing the egg, right?
No. No.
Some of my best
you
moments.
don't play an egg.
I do.
Okay?
I
You just
do.
shake it. You just shake the
No,
egg.
Jeff Berlin taught me how
play the
to
egg.
shake an egg properly. And I don't mean a hard-boiled egg.
I know what you mean.
I mean a plastic egg with some kind of synthetic material
it's either
inside
got
that
those,
makes
like,
a percussive sound.
Little plastic beads or rice.
Yeah, no, you think I'm joking. I've played so many egg parts in 2018. I could count how many egg parts I played. People don't know behind the
Bad example.
Scenes, behind
Okay.
the scenes.
Would you feel less stressed if you had to go on stage and play an egg, though?
It depends if there was a drummer or not helping
Okay.
hold it down.
All right. Well,
No, I could do an egg part live because if I was screwing it up, I could just kind of back off the mic, which is also with the mandolin part. I said to myself, okay, if you start screwing it up, just back off the mic. Nobody's going to be listening to you anyway. Because people
I say
always
that to
come up
myself
to
a lot.
me at gigs and they say, oh my God, that was so good, but we couldn't hear you.
then why are they saying it's good?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's a really good question, and I can't answer it. But that sort of sums up my career as a performer.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. No, it really does.
I can always hear you.
Anyway, well, I got through the big moments
All right,
of
that's
being
good.
on stage, and it was a
And
great.
then you decided to order a drink.
No, I had to have the drinks before. Oh my
Oh, no
God!
wonder you were
Of course,
worried.
I had to drink before I got up there. There's a whole point to drinking, Emily, which is somehow
This is
eluded
why
you.
you have trouble with playing the eggs, maybe.
No,
How much-
what I was talking is the hardest thing was getting up to the bar and getting the bartender to notice me because I'm short and I never know where to go at
I
the
don't think of
bar.
you as being short. You're
well,
taller than I am.
short-ish. I'm short-ish, and you're short. No, are you shorter than me?
My friend Mariah said that at 5'4" is fully average.
I'm 5'4" 3/4.
So you're above average height. Like
Right.
tallish, even
Yeah.
to me.
No, I don't think so.
Fine. Okay, so
Anyway.
the bartender didn't notice you because
No,
you were
they eventually
short-ish.
I always go like to the waitress, the place where the waitresses come in and out at the end of the bar, thinking someone's got to notice me there.
Yeah, because you're in the way of traffic.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
then I'm sort of feeling these two things. I'm feeling like, okay, someone's going to notice me, but it might be negative attention. Like kids who act out and just to get attention.
Right.
Like I sort of feel like that kid. But I did get and then I had a hard question. I said to the bartender once I got his attention, I said, "Do you have any organic beer?" And I think the guy's from Chicago.
I'm pretty sure he does, though. Did he say
No.
yes? What?
No, he looked puzzled and he thought for a minute. He gave it the good college try. You know, he thought about it for a while. He said, "No, I don't think we have any
Seriously?
organic beer." Yeah, but then he said he had organic ciders, hard cider. So I switched,
Yeah,
and it
that's
was in a can, which was kind of
fine.
cool. Had nice graphics on
Beer
the
is
can.
gross anyway.
What do you know? You don't drink.
Oh,
You
I've
don't know
had
if
a
it's
few
gross.
sips. It tastes gross. It tastes like pee.
That's why you don't drink.
I've not actually drank pee, but
No, it looks
in
like
my
pee. It doesn't
imagination,
taste like pee, except
that's what pee
Budweiser.
probably tastes like.
Was that a Budweiser
I think it was Genesee, probably.
or Miller? Yeah, some of those actually are a little bit close to, what do you call it, uric acid.
No.
But
Uric acid is not the same thing as pee. That's urine. Uric, it means something else. I don't know what.
you're not a scientist. Don't
I
try
did
to
it.
pull that
I
over on
tried.
me, you
Hold
expert.
on.
You
That's
expert,
fine.
you.
From my
Impress me
friend-
with all your knowledge,
friend
like
Dr.
you
Google.
usually do.
Dr. Google.
I love it when you impress me with your knowledge. No, you don't. You often do. I often put you on a pedestal because you know so many extraneous facts
Uric acid.
or factoids. It's not always a fact. Sometimes it's a
Factoids.
factoid, which is only partially true. I mean, but it's over half. It's like 3/4.
What
a factoid.
is uric acid? It's an almost insoluble compound, which is a breakdown product of nitrogenous metabolism. It's the main excretory product in birds, reptiles, and insects.
I know. Let's talk about space.
Oh, God.
That's about as interesting as uric acid.
I'll put the uric acid away.
Okay. Good for you. All right. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the joke. Okay. You ready?
Yeah. You better.
Okay, so somebody told me this the other night in another bar. I was actually in two bars.
You're
this
like a
week.
bar hopping freak.
Well, it rained, so I couldn't work.
So
I
you choose
worked.
bars over.
So that's what gardeners,
Uh-oh.
landscapers, when
Raining
landscapers
again,
get rained
Kristina.
out, they go to the bar.
Okay.
No, I went to hear some music.
Okay.
But so the performer sat down with us, this great guy named Mac McKenzie. And he's, okay, so it's a joke about a moth that goes to a podiatrist, okay?
Are you sure it's not a caterpillar?
Yep.
Okay, 'cause I know a caterpillar joke, foot joke. I won't.
Don't
okay.
interrupt me.
I will try
because I'm
really
bad
hard
at
not
telling
to.
jokes anyway, and that's just going to
Okay,
make it like
lift our
terrible.
shield right now.
Okay, so the moth comes into the doctor's office, the podiatrist's office, and the doctor says, "Okay, sit down here. Tell me what's bothering you." And so the moth says, "Oh man, I've been so depressed. I've had anxiety, and to be perfectly honest, I've been suicidal." So the podiatrist looks at him and says, "Well, God, it sounds like you need a psychiatrist, not a podiatrist. Why'd you come here?" And the moth says, "Because the light was on."
I would tell you my corresponding caterpillar joke, but I can't really remember how it starts. I can only remember how it ends.
Does
So
it
I'll tell it to you next week.
Okay. Does
When
that have
I-
something to do with Kleenex?
Nope.
That's a brand name, by the way.
It was a centipede joke. Sorry. Centipede, not a caterpillar.
Is there?
See? I really would
Is
have
that
gotten it wrong.
important?
Yep.
Why? Because they both have a lot of legs, which probably has something to
Caterpillars
do
don't have legs at all.
with. Whoa!
Gardener lady.
Back up! Wait a minute.
Sometimes they have little nubs where you think they should have legs.
Those are legs.
No,
Don't say
they're
that
just
to a
little
caterpillar that you think it does.
Nubs. Some caterpillars have no nubs.
Could you
at all.
demonstrate that again? She just
No.
demonstrated what a caterpillar's nubs look like in motion.
Oh, I didn't.
Yes, you did. It was
That
convincing.
was just my hands being inside my shirt, making little rowing motions.
I know.
That's all. You are way too easily amused this morning. I'm glad I didn't tell you the centipede joke. You would have peed your pants.
It was a sad, sad week. It was a sad week.
It was a super sad
I
week.
could hardly make any money, so I went to
know.
the bar and then I drank myself silly.
Didn't do it.
No, I did not. But I just, I could have if I'd wanted to. But I had to drive, so.
Maybe it's time that we attempt our getting drunk and doing crafts again. Because
Oh,
we didn't
and we
really
made we made that great video about the lamb in the house.
Right. See, every time
Salomon, the lamb.
we get drunk, but we weren't even drunk.
No, but it was as close as we could.
I know, but maybe I should commit to for real drinking.
No, because you're going to wake up with a headache and you're not
know.
going to like that.
Well, there must be a way
So
out of that.
the
There's so many drunks in the world. Are you telling me that everyone has headaches all the time?
Yep.
Seriously? Then why
Yep.
do they even drink?
Because it becomes habit forming. And you feel like you can't be normal. Like to get to just normal, you have to have a drink.
This week because I have to do so much stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going to recommend this for you. But I'm going to say
Well,
that
I'm just curious.
we should clean your barn. And if
I
you
do have
want
to
to
do
have
that.
a beer or a hard cider at some point,
Well, see, I don't like the taste of it, so there isn't much point in drinking it
What about
unless it's just going to
cider?
get me drunk. Like I need that. There's got to be a point to it.
what about cider?
Cider?
Cider's
I don't know.
great, really good.
I
Like
just-
local
the
apples,
taste of alcohol
local
is sort of
organic.
just icky to me.
I know.
So it's
So
got to
you
be
just want-
masked and
I don't know. know what to say to you. I'm trying to think of if you like a gin and tonic.
I'm a bad drunk in the opposite way that most people use that expression.
you like pink drinks, as I recall.
I
think you just told me
I just
that.
like it if it's fully, the taste of anything alcoholic is fully masked by fruit.
Pina colada.
I could do that probably.
Okay.
And if
Do
it
you have
has little
you guys
cute
probably
things
have
on
a
it,
bunch
like
of blenders because John collects blenders.
We have a couple blenders. Yep.
Which kind? Like a bunch?
Well, there's 2 blenders in our kitchen. There's more in the attic.
See?
Yeah.
Maybe you could hide the sheep with the blenders.
Well, that seems a very bad combination of objects. Sheep. This is my sheep smoothie.
No. Okay.
You just have to pick the wool out of your teeth.
Okay, let's talk about car repair.
Stick a little celery.
Okay, so I had
Car repair.
I had a car repair this week. I had to
be my life next week, along with cleaning the barn.
Yeah, it's not. When you put off a car repair that you have to do, you put it off and you put it off, and you think it might go away, right?
Didn't we just recommend that everyone last week? Excuse me. Didn't we tell everyone to just, if your car's making a horrible knocking noise, just ignore it and it will go away? That was our
we suggested occasionally that it works, but it didn't work for me this week. I just want to say, I want to debunk that just a little bit. So we don't want anybody to get in trouble, especially with wheel bearings.
Yeah, well, that's exactly our problem too. The Prius's bearings have gone.
Well, the coolest thing about my mechanic is that you can text them to make an appointment. You don't have to call them. You can text. And so I texted in, that the noise was getting louder, and then I put #help.
Whoa, you
and she responded,
helped your mechanic?
Yeah, and she responded right away, got me an appointment.
Whoa.
Well, it's a husband-wife. It's Julian and Lori over at Route 66, and they're fantastic. And the waiting room, you would love to see. We could have so much fun sitting in the waiting room at Route 66.
Maybe we should make a video.
We could. They would be fantastic subjects for a video. And of course, we would be with them as a, group. I just, so I just love going there. I love going there now.
You have a thing about mechanics and Jiffy Lube.
Oh, I guess you're right. I kind of do.
You feel very
I feel taken
safe
care
and
of.
Comforted at when your car is getting maintenance.
I do, because what happens there is that you go, they fix your car, you pay them money, and you leave, and it's fixed.
And they kind of pretend to like you when they're doing it, I think.
Yes, and it's not like going to the doctor. You don't have that fear factor. It's not. You're not afraid because you are become unafraid because they're fixing something for you, and they're gonna fix it. It's not like the doctor where they are going to try to fix something.
Sometimes my car appointments have ended badly with them saying, "I'm not going to allow you to sink any more money into this piece of bleep."
Right.
That's how some of my car appointments.
So that's getting bad news at the car mechanics.
Yeah.
You're saying.
Yeah.
It does eventually come to that. It does. It does. But recently it hasn't been like that for me with Lori and Julian. And they went through the whole history of, we were saying, have we replaced these bearings before? And I said, well, I just don't remember. And they said, no problem. We'll look it up. And they had the whole history. I felt like they cared
like your car's
so,
baby
so
book. Like, do they save its like shriveled up little umbilical cord in a little wax paper envelope and it's baby tire treads? Sorry, I'm really tired and crazy.
Yeah, and any little nuts and bolts that they had to, like broken parts that they save in a special place so that if I want to, if I feel...
Here's her first timing belt.
Yeah.
Remember when you threw up all this oil over the highway and... Okay.
Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, my old struts. So nostalgic. Well,
hey.
Okay, it's time for another song.
Oh, good.
Okay, this is Mary McGinnis from Burlington. This is a record that we did up at my place, and this is a track called The Wind is Lonesome.
The wind is lonesome on a mountain top where the red tails fly and the clouds are low. I started walking, but I couldn't stop. There was no place left to go. There was no place left to go. I know a woman, she knows the rains. She doesn't seem to need a lover. Her rivers wander through summer days. Summer lasts when summer's over. Summer lasts when summer's over. I know a place where the waitress smiles a lot. Leave her a tip, she'll give you everything she's got. The driver stares at the road, would never stop. That road just keeps on going. I know a place where the waitress smiles a lot. Leave her a tip, she'll give you everything she's got. The driver stares at the road, would never stop. That road just keeps on going. Somewhere in Danby is a jar of lightning. It's stashed away in a hollow tree. The lightning strikes and the deer are frightened. They chase the moon through the marble valley. They chase the moon through the marble valley. The wind is lonesome on a mountain top where the red tail flies and the clouds are low. I started walking, but I couldn't stop. There was no place left to go. There was no place left to go. There was no place left to go.
Mary McInnes.
I had my headphones on backwards this whole morning.
What do you mean?
The one that said R was over here.
Did it hurt?
No?
It doesn't really make a difference.
Well, why do they bother assign one to one ear?
If you're mixing and you're trying to keep, you put something on the right and then you're hearing it on the left, you'll be confused. But if you're just the average consumer, I don't think you really care if the tubas are on the left or the right. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Good. So I wasn't endangering my health or anything?
No, I think you're good.
Oh, great.
Okay, so you have a few topics to choose from for our continuing discussion. All right, so since we have a limited amount of time, would you rather talk about the sun simulator? That's option A.
That sounds suspiciously like space.
Number 2, naked gardening.
It's way too cold this coming week.
Okay,
people.
3, or passive-aggressive strangers. Which topic you want to start with?
I feel like we could almost combine all three.
I don't think we have to.
Like...
Or you just want to take a nap, maybe.
That would be so
okay, I'll tell you about the sun simulator.
Go ahead.
Okay, did you know people think the sun has been replaced by a sun simulator? Were you aware of that?
No, this sounds exactly like the day and age we've now.
You
I'm into, though.
You do miss certain things that I pick up on. You know, like you would never have heard about that, but I know that NASA patented a sun simulator way back in the 60s.
And why is everyone worrying about the sun burning out? If we have a simulator, everyone's like, ooh.
Well, it might be up there already. Some people say that it's actually the sun. If you check, I want people to just look at the sun.
No.
Yes.
That's bad.
No, people, you can still look at the sun. You can take a peek at it.
Put little funny goggles on first.
You can peek at it. And just to tell me, I would like to take an informal survey if people think it looks hexagonal, for example. If people think it looks more whitish colored than yellow. Because didn't the sun used to be yellow?
You can't look at the sun! Everyone's mother told them that since toddlerhood.
No, you have to look.
Don't look at the sun.
It's our sun. You can't spend your whole life not looking at the sun.
You cannot look at it. It burns your retinas out.
Have you ever
look at nothing?
Excuse me.
Ever again?
Stop. Have you ever looked at a sunset?
Yeah, but not.
Okay.
I didn't stare. I didn't bore my eyes into the.
I'm not telling you to stare. I'm saying just take a look at the sun. You do it all the time.
If your eyes are wicked moving. You can kind of glance out the corner of your eyes.
That's exactly how they slipped the sun simulator in, is because they trained everybody not to look at the sun with this bogus idea that it was going to hurt your eyes, so they could slip in the simulator.
Of all of your conspiracy theories, this one.
What do you think about it?
Is taking the cake.
Okay. I don't want to disappoint you.
Maybe they stuck it up there while they were faking the moon landing.
Well, here, but there's a whole theory behind it, is that they're blocking out the sun to cool off the planet, but they don't want people to get, upset about that. So they put the simulator up so that we think everything's normal. What about that theory?
Is that why it's just
raining
like that one? All the time? And there's no sun?
Yeah.
This is like they made it rain with their rain simulator because, it's like Facebook being down for maintenance. The sun is being worked on right now, so please hold while we rain for a few days.
I can see that you want to move on to naked gardening, right? No, what do you think about naked gardening?
I'm fine with it, but it's going to be too cold. It's just going to be too cold.
I just don't get it. Isn't it a gimmick?
I feel like it's a little unhygienic to not have something on your bottom half.
Look, I think
there's just thorns out there.
I think real gardeners don't garden without clothes. I just think, and I could see picking flowers without clothes. That makes sense to me. But actually using shovels and pickaxes and stuff, it doesn't make sense. I mean, we're Northerners, right? We're Vermonters.
Yeah, this is just not... They should reschedule Naked Gardening Day for August, at least, if they want to do that. And I don't know. I guess you're right. What you're thinking of landscaping, though, not so much gardening. Like, if people just want to, kneel around in some dirt and dig around with their hands while naked, that's their own beeswax.
Well, I would not.
Yeah, pickaxe. What are you using a pickaxe for in your garden?
Well, sometimes, it's a little tough going. The soil's compacted. You want to hit it with a pickaxe. Or
I would
trying to get out a rock.
Not be a dude pushing a rototiller around. That would be naked.
Right. Or
that
using pruners, loppers.
Yep.
No. I don't think so.
Those hedge trimmers.
Yeah, no.
And weed blowers. Not weed blowers. What are they called? Leaf blowers.
Right. No, I'm proud of my modesty as a landscaper.
I don't really have any modesty, but I just don't see that. You're right. It's not super practical to be doing a lot of things in your garden without clothes on.
Okay, so we kind of in agreement about that. We'll see what other people say.
Okay,
passive aggressive strangers. You know who I'm talking about, like in certain places, like postal workers or certain local business employees or owners or Like, it's these people that you go in and they're always really unhappy, and you just
Feel
have
guilty for having them do their job.
Exactly. Exactly. So I guess the question is, like, how do you deal with that?
Well, since I'm a very sensitive person, I just feel extra guilt.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry making you bring me this tea, or I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry that I need stamps.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I think there's nothing you can really do about it. You just have to wait it out, sort of. It's just like in a relationship. I mean, I've been in relationships with people like that just kind of had these long-standing tantrums or cycles of tantrums. Yes. And when you see them going into that cycle, you have to try to not take it personally. That's really hard, though. It's very hard.
I know.
So I think it's better just not to get into an intimate relationship with somebody like that. So you have to develop your skills of
intuition.
Yeah, so you can kind of head that one off at the pass.
No one ever heads off relationship problems at the pass, though.
Right.
That's
true.
You don't see them coming.
Mess up your life, and that's that. You just do it. Right.
This is glum.
Well, I'm waiting for your wisdom to.
I don't have any wisdom on this one because.
Well, how do you have happiness and success in life and in relationships? Like what does it rely on?
It's luck. I think.
Like how much percentage wise? Let's get scientific.
Technically, after getting out of a horrible, horrible relationship, I should have probably gotten into another horrible, horrible relationship because I really was messed up, but it was luck that I didn't.
Oh, I see. Whereas I was not so lucky. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm just saying, like, usually when you've gotten out of a really terrible relationship, you're messed up enough that you think it's you for a long time.
Right.
No matter what kind of terrible it was, even though any idiot would know it wasn't you, you think it's you for a really long time. And if you don't wait for like 5 or 7 or however many long years that psychologists think you should wait until you actually can have the hindsight to understand what happened in your last relationship. And nobody waits that long because that's ridiculous. Nobody goes around being without having any relationships for 7 years after they had. No. It hasn't even been 7 years.
No, before that.
Oh.
I had a big spell.
You did, I guess.
Kind of.
I'm just saying, usually, generally, people feel like they're okay before they're okay. And so they make the same mistakes without realizing they were even mistakes.
Yes.
But I started a new relationship like a year after my old one, and I should have technically made horrible mistakes.
I see
and in my case, it was literally just luck. I didn't pick someone who had any similarities.
Yeah, and somebody could call that karma, too. You could call it luck, or you could call it karma, that there's certain destinies about coming together with certain people, and sometimes you get lucky, and you get the good karma coming in, and sometimes you have more, another 10 years of problematic karma, which,
Although the beginning of my current relationship was quite problematic.
It had its ups and downs.
Not problematic, it's just that I wasn't there. I wasn't ready. And I was screwed up. It just somehow all fell into place eventually. Yeah. So I don't know. Luck is my best answer there. I know that's not a good answer.
I feel like I'm over prepared now for a good relationship. Like I have 2 PhDs.
You have developed some very high relationship standards now too.
I think they're too high now. Because it's just like, I don't know. It's like people sitting on their laurels. And just, going to bars.
No.
Well,
I don't know.
Trying to think of something smart to say about it because
I
mean, sometimes you do stuff because you think it's going to be good for your kids. Sometimes you make decisions. I mean, sometimes I've sort of been in these situations where I did a lot of decision making based on the fact that I thought it was a good decision for my children.
I've done almost all decision making.
Yeah, so that
my children
that sometimes that can get you into a jam.
Yep.
But as you say, if you have good luck or good karma coming along like a train, that you're destined to just have a piece of good karma, then great, that's cool. And it's just when you don't and you get into a different kind of situation that's more challenging, then you have to just knuckle down and kind of face the music and make the best of it, whatever that means, and get a couple PhDs and how screwed up people are and how, but basically God is going to take care of everybody.
Knocks, the school of hard
knocks. Exactly, Emily. Exactly. So, we have to go, and we have a few sponsors that we'd like to thank. We'd like to thank.
Give me the paper.
We don't have to read the whole thing. Let's just do the brief version.
Told that we had to stick to the script.
Well, I don't think we have time today.
Okay,
but
fine.
let's at least.
I do want to warn everyone the porcupines are out, though, so watch your dogs.
Okay.
During the crepuscular times. Okay, go. Sorry.
Crepuscular. You're going to have to spell that next week.
Okay.
Okay, so thanks to our sponsors, Rivendell Restoration and
Vale Farms,
the Tunbridge Grease Collective,
Mountain Folk Concert Series.
Yes. What did you mean by crepuscular?
Dawn and dusk.
What about dawn and dusk?
That's when the porkies come for them.
Sounds like a name of like two cows that are going to the Tunbridge Fair, dawn and dusk.
Oh, that's a great idea for a pair of cows going to the Tunbridge Fair.
I think it is.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to go out on a track called Genevieve. And this, believe it or not, folks, this is my brother. He's a really talented musician. He went off and has created a career for himself in the music industry, but he doesn't get to play music as much as he should.
And he's cute and has nice hair.
Yeah, and so he recorded this quite a long time ago, but it'll show something about what he does. So thanks for listening to our show.
Join us again next week.
We will come back.
Genevieve, bésame, pensive sigh, furtive eye, Genevieve. The tern will fly against my sky, only feeds from time to time. The tide recedes. Terror incognito knows my pole, blowing on the embers with a song, glinting bright and twisting tight, force below and out of sight, listening might for whom the bell tolls. Genevieve, accompany me through the trials of life's exile. I concede. Terror incognito knows my pole, blowing on the embers with a song, glinting bright and twisting tight, force below and out of sight, listening might for whom the bell tolls. Shazza-nine-nine-nine, 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 Shazza-nine-nine-nine. besame, pensive sigh, and fertile